Cabinet's decisions continue to shape India's growth by building world-class infrastructure, strengthening connectivity, and accelerating the country's manufacturing ambitions across key sectors. From major infrastructure projects to initiatives that position India as a global manufacturing hub for semiconductors, chemicals, and mobile phones, the Cabinet's key decisions this July marked significant milestones. Let's take a look. The Union Cabinet has approved Semicon 2.0 for developing India's semiconductor design and manufacturing ecosystem and supporting economic growth across all sectors. Semicon 2.0 is aimed to holistically build the semiconductor ecosystem on the following 6 pillars, which are design, machines and materials, setting up more fabs, further strengthening the ATMP, OSAT industry, research and development, and talent development. To be built on the momentum generated under Semicon 1.0, Semicon 2.0 will further strengthen national security through enhanced supply chain resilience and help establish technological leadership in critical sectors. In another major reform, the Union Cabinet gave its nod for Bharat Audyogik Vikas Yojana Rasayan, also called as Bhavya Rasayan scheme, for establishing 3 dedicated chemical parks in the country. With the total financial outlay of 3,030 crore rupees, the scheme would run for 5 years from financial year 2026 to 27 to financial year 2030 to 31, bringing several benefits for the economy, such as promoting the development of the chemical industry along the whole value chains, including upstream, downstream and ancillary industries, and enhancing cost competitiveness through shared common infrastructure facilities and basic utilities, ultimately making the Indian industry globally competitive. Apart from helping the Indian chemical industry better integrate in global value chains, the Bhavya Rasayan scheme will promote development of the industry in a sustainable way by creating an environment-friendly ecosystem. Development of the chemical sector will lead to a cascading effect through enhanced development of downstream sectors of the economy as well, thereby leading to higher employment generation. Additionally, the Cabinet announced the approval of the mobile phone manufacturing scheme with a budgetary outlay of 62,500 crore rupees to further scale up the production, deepen domestic value addition, strengthen supply chain resilience, and enhance global competitiveness of the mobile phone manufacturing sector. Valid for 5 years, the scheme further aims at building Indian brands to achieve technological sovereignty, capture large economic value, and create Indian patents in design and research and development. Interestingly, the scheme offers incentives of 2.25% to 5% on eligible sales for mobile phone manufacturing in India, up to 1.5% for domestic sourcing of key components and sub-assemblies, and an additional 3% incentive on eligible sales for product design and R&D to promote Indian brands. The scheme is expected to generate around 60,000 direct jobs. Moreover, to encourage new investments in the urea sector for setting up the gas-based urea manufacturing units across the country, the Cabinet has approved the National Investment Policy for Urea 2026, abbreviated as NIPU 2026, for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Key changes in comparison to National Investment Policy 2012 includes the separation of fixed and variable costs for greater transparency, introduction of a viable return on equity band with a floor at 12% and a ceiling at 16%, and mitigation of foreign exchange risk through conversion of fixed cost into Indian rupees after 4 years based on prevailing exchange rates. These measures are estimated to result in savings of over 250 crore rupees for each plant established under NIPU 2026. Further, to boost connectivity, enable access-controlled transport corridor, and decongest Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh, the Cabinet approved the development of a 6-lane elevated connector corridor between National Highway 19 and the Varanasi Ring Road with riverbank connectivity along the river Ganga, and another elevated corridor connecting National Highway 31 and the Varanasi Ring Road along the river Varuna. Set to be implemented at the combined total cost of more than 25,000 crore rupees, the project is aimed at improving urban mobility and upgrading access to major regions across the city. Overall, the projects will create modern, high-capacity urban transport corridors transforming mobility in Varanasi, strengthening multimodal integration, enhancing tourism and pilgrimage infrastructure, and supporting sustainable economic growth in line with the vision of PM Gati Shakti and Viksit Bharat. In another major reform for reaffirming the government's commitment to harnessing the power of sports for youth development and nation building, the cabinet has decided to revamp Khelo India scheme and enhance the assistance to national sports federations with a combined outlay of 36,441 crore rupees for the period 2026-27 to 2030-31. The revamped scheme is designed to create a seamless pathway for every talented young Indian, from school playgrounds and village sports fields to the Olympic podium. The approved outlay is nearly 8 times that of the previous Khelo India scheme, reflecting the government's commitment to making sports a cornerstone of youth development, nation building and India's emergence as a global sporting powerhouse. These decisions further strengthen the nation's journey towards becoming an Atmanirbhar Bharat.